Hello everyone, my name is Faith Kilonzi and I am a software engineer and DevOps enthusiast. I'm also a technical writer, passionate about problem solving and implementing high quality software solutions. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and thank you for subscribing to my channel, GlobalCodess, and this is where we talk about all things tech and all things software engineering and discovering new technologies, as well as sharing my learning journey in computer science as well. So today I want us to talk about Python and Django, the framework, and the reasons why you need to learn Python Django in 2022. Yeah, I know it's that time of the year where everyone is talking about how you need to learn a new technology, you need to discover this, you need to do this. But cutting the chase, this video I'm going to tell you why Python is important and why this particular framework is important. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and let's go. So, what is Python? Python is a programming language that lets you work quickly and integrate systems more effectively. So basically, Python provides you with an interpreted or object-oriented and high-level programming language, or rather, it is an interpreted object-oriented and high-level programming language that can be used either to conduct data analytics, automate tasks, and web development, which is our main focus for this video. Basically, Python can be used for scripting and can also be used for web development. Lately, it has been very, very popular, especially in data analytics, and also because of AI and machine learning. It's pretty popular because it allows you to write scripts for machine learning models and analyze data, and basically the whole bracket of data science. So, but I want us to talk about Python for web development. Python for web development, Python itself will not, you'll not see it on your browser. But what will happen is Python works with JavaScript and web servers and client browsers such as Mozilla, Google Chrome, any other browser that you can think about, in conjunction with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to render your web pages and basically give content and display the content from the server, but now it will display it using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Yeah, so basically Python has two frameworks, which is Django and Flask. Those are the primary frameworks that you can find around. So that's why Python will sometimes be called a full stack Python. So when you talk about full stack Python, we talk about Django and Flask, the frameworks which enable you to develop web applications for your websites or even web applications, basically. So that's Python for you. So going deep into the essence of this video, which is the reasons why you need to learn Python in 2022, is we are starting with reason number one. The reason number one is that it's open source. So you don't need to pay for it. It's an open source framework which can be used in a lot of things, and it's high level. So basically, the market needs it. It's high, it's accessible, and it's open source. So go ahead and use Python. Django is an open source framework, so you need it for your web development. Yes. So, and the second thing is increasing demand. People keep saying how tech roles are on demand, but you have to align yourself and your skills to a particular framework or to a particular path or language that can help you to be marketable in the industry. For instance, there's an increasing demand in Python professionals, and especially Python for web using Django. This is because a lot of tech companies are using Django, and that's why even the salaries are very, very competitive lately. So, an average salary, according to Paystack, it's $120,000 per year. So, and disclaimer, this depends on the company, but if you look at this as the average on the high end part of it, then you can see how best you can also invest in your skills to be able to maybe earn this or close to this. Moving on, the third reason as to why Python is and Python Django is important is because it will land you in new interview opportunities. I know getting a job is hard. Getting a job is hard. Yeah, I know, I understand, I get it. But landing an interview is good. It's good. It's the first step where you get a chance to vouch for yourself, sell yourself, and basically get a chance to explain yourself, basically. So landing a job is great, but landing an interview would be so great. I don't know. I can remember a couple of times when landing an interview has just validated me and enabled me to keep moving. So landing an interview is a good opportunity. And how better it is that you have these companies, these tech giants, from Spotify to Pinterest to Instagram, Eventbrite, Prezi, Bitbucket, all these giants are using Django. So if any of these companies are in your list of the places you'd like to work, an opportunity is here for you to learn Python Django and yeah, start your career path towards getting to any of these tech giants, and a lot more. You will realize that in as much as maybe other companies are not in my list, you realize that maybe one or two of their products are using Django, but it doesn't mean that the whole company is using Django. So that's why maybe they might not be on my list yet. So you land new interview opportunities to interview with these guys, then you can be able to vouch for yourself, get a chance to interview and sell yourself, sell your skills, and see how far you can go with that. So it's very important that whatever skill you learn in 2022, that it's marketable enough to land you an interview. Very, very important. Moving on, the next point, and point number 4, is high job market share. I know there are a lot of technologies coming up, but Python has been around for a long time. And according to my research, I realized that over 70,000 vacancies this January 2021 are open and they want Django developers. So if you are a professional in Python, you are a professional in programming, start today. The market share is over 28% since 2021. And you might think that 28% is a small number, but it's not. It's not, because you look at how many languages we have and how many technologies are being used today. And Django has been able to secure a 28% market share. You have a chance here. If I were you, I would follow. I'll subscribe right now, and we can learn together this language. We can learn together this framework. We can explore all things Django. We can explore all things Python. And who knows? Maybe you would be landing these jobs from Mozilla. You can be working at Spotify. Who knows? So let's get together on this. Let's go and let's learn. So the last and not the least point is, after learning Django, you have access to industry-wide opportunities. Yeah, I know. It will open doors for you that will allow you to develop a variety of skills. And there are a lot of career opportunities around this area. It doesn't mean that you just be programming. You can have a lot to say in the industry. You can even be an advocate for Django. So this is a very important thing to know. For every language and for every framework you learn, you need to be able to see what other skills can I learn while I am what other skills can I develop while I'm learning this? And from my slide, you can see that from this particular slide, you realize that for Django, you are not just learning Django as a framework. Django works with HTML, works with CSS, works with JavaScript. It also works with web server technologies such as Apache and Nginx. For you to be able to know how to work with all these frameworks, all these tools, then Django is going to give you the relevant skills for you to even grow your skills in the other tools that it works with, even from deployment, containerization, DevOps. There are a lot more opportunities just by learning this framework that you can be able to explore. For instance, let's look at you're building an application from the start, right? So you think about continuous integration, continuous deployment, CI/CD. You think about DevOps. You think about Git versioning. So you are thinking about Bitbucket. You're thinking about GitHub. You're thinking about GitLab. All these languages are the whole software development life cycle is starting with one step of you learning Django, but you're able to explore other technologies along the way. So I don't know. I think that's convincing enough, right? So I only had these 5 points, but I think they're very rich. You need to explore this. You have a high job market share. You have industry-wide opportunities to learn. You can land interviews in high-paying companies. And who knows? There are a lot more things. You can even come up with your own ideas. You can come up with your own startup. So I know there are a lot of languages, frameworks, and technologies being released every day. But choosing a stack is a personal choice. But you need to be able to see the advantages, the pros and the cons of every framework, every language before you follow through. So if this convinced you, I'm going to attach a few links here on the resources that you can use to learn Django. You can start with Python if you're new to Python. Python is one of the easiest, if I may say, languages to learn because they are, once you understand this, the syntax is very simple. So you can just start with your hello world and keep going. So we'll do more of this and we'll see how it goes. I'll be sharing my journey with you. I'm not preaching water and drinking wine. And I'm very, very particular about Python this year. So who knows? We can meet in Mozilla, we can meet in Spotify, we can meet in any of these companies. So who knows? So thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Please share with anyone who wants to learn programming. I'm not going to be sharing advanced. I'm going to try as much as I can to integrate my learning into this so that I can share the insights I get while I'm learning, as well as the new discoveries that I make. First of all, I'm very grateful. It has taken me a long time for me to come up with this video, but thank you so much for watching and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment below. I'll be engaging with people on the comment section. So thank you so much and have a good day. Bye.